What's up YouTube? Welcome back to Jackal Games, and in this video I'm going to be talking about why I don't go by game reviews, and game reviews don't matter to me when it comes to the games I get or what I'm going to buy. Now I want to say this about game reviews. They're opinions at the end of the day. They're what someone thinks, whether they like or dislike something, or they're in the middle of it. Some of them can have valid criticism, but for the most part it's preference. And what made me realize that this just doesn't really make sense to go by game reviews in terms of what games you get and don't get is what they reflect in their scores and what they think of the game, whether it's positive or negative. It's not going to really determine what you're going to think of the game. I'm going to give some examples. Mind Jack. That's a game that has really bad reviews. It has a really bad reception. A lot of people do not like Mind Jack, but I ended up playing the game on Xbox 360 and I ended up really enjoying it. I thought it was actually fun. It has its problems, but it's fun. So there's an example. If I would have went by the poor reception of that and didn't play it, I would have missed out on the fun game. Fracture is a mixed reviewed game, but I actually enjoyed it. Something I played recently. That was fun. The Evil Within 1. I love that game. It's mixed, but it's great. I really enjoy it. But then there's games, I mean, of course there's games I like that have positive reviews, like Resident Evil 4 and some of the Gears of War games, but there are games that I couldn't get into that have glowing reviews, like The Last of Us 1, Spider-Man on PS4, Ghost of Tsushima, you know, some of the Souls games, and you know, the Final Fantasy series. A lot of that stuff has positive reviews, but I couldn't get into those games. So when it comes down to video games, I think you should look at the gameplay and see, okay, this game is for me, I want to play it. Never go by, this is what the reception is for the game, so I'm not going to get it. Always go by, I'm going to get the game because it looks interesting to me, or I'm not going to get it because it doesn't look interesting to me. That's the best way, I think, to go about getting video games. The only time I was swayed by it and kind of made a mistake, I feel like, is Resident Evil 3 Remake. Now, back when Resident Evil 3 Remake came out, I kind of I went by the reviews and how the reception was for that game, and I kind of made it my opinion, which is something I did struggle with from time to time. And I went into Resident Evil 3 Remake hating the game, wanting to hate it, and going by what people said. But then I eventually revisited Resident Evil 3 Remake and got that out of my head, went on my own thoughts and opinions, and I ended up really enjoying the game. I like Resident Evil 3 Remake. People say they have their problems with it, but you know, I'd rather play it than the original, because these days I can't get into them old Resident Evil games with fixed camera angles. But you know, that's just an example right there. And if people go by reviews and they go by scores of games to decide what they play and don't play, like if they avoid a certain game because of the reception, then they're going to miss out on a fun experience. They're just never going to know. But also, something that game reviews can be good at is highlighting these are the bugs and glitches with the game. Be mindful of them, like Cyberpunk 2077. You know, they can point out some stuff that people can learn about in a game. But ultimately, I think game reviews are just someone else's opinion, and you should just form your own opinion when it comes to video games that you buy and play, because there's plenty of games I love that a lot of people love. There's also plenty of games I love that a lot of people don't like or mixed on. And there's plenty of games I don't really care for that are loved a lot. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say in this video. Let me know what you think of this topic in the comments below. But that's it for this video. Peace out. And this video wasn't meant to discredit game reviewers, just wanted to point that out. But peace.